Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Mai, and today's video is going to be this cute little dog cottage that I have made alongside my cat cottage that I built last week. And you might remember this beautiful blue building to our right. I made it on a big lot in Brindleton Bay, and I had the idea of making these two guys neighbors. Maybe they work at the same vet clinic. One of them specializes in cats and the other one in dogs or something, and then they inevitably fall in love with each other. That's just because that's how I imagine it. That's just who I am. I'm a hopeless romantic. And yeah, it's coming out really cute to start off. I'm using some warmer colors in this one. I used some colder colors in the cat one and then warmer ones in this one. That just made sense in my head. And I think this one ends up being a teensy bit bigger than our last cottage. But it's cute. It's still nice. It's got everything you need. And I don't know, comes out good. Thank you so much for being patient with me as I figured out these technical difficulties, trying to figure out how to work it. Still don't understand exactly what happened, but I just had to reset a bunch of things and now it's working, so yippee. And you could probably already tell that we are finishing up with the exterior of the build, adding a nice little back porch over here, big old yard for the dogs to run around. I do end up putting some of like the obedience training equipment, so yeah, probably keep busy with that. And you can also see a little bit of asymmetry there in the back. I have a trick for any exterior asymmetry. I did it at the front already. It's adding the gutter from Get Together, I think it is. But yeah, it fixes all that right up. And we're working on our big open living space. I wanted this build to feel so cozy, so I tried to pick a lot of items that have pillows on them, or just adding the pillows from like Clutter with that new pillow item that we got. One of my favorite pieces because it just instantly cozifies everything. And yeah, just a lot of comfy looking furniture. I was gonna say equipment for some reason. Comfy looking furniture. But I'd love to hear what you guys think of the build. That's my favorite part about building, is getting to your feedback, so let me know. And back here, obviously had to start a little dog corner with some toys, a nice bed, a little bowl. Yeah, and a little bit of newspaper, just in case. You never know when they're gonna have an accident. Maybe it's a happy one. It's a happy pee. Sometimes dogs pee themselves when they're excited. I used to work at a doggy daycare, and I know for a fact that happens. I also used to volunteer at an animal hospital. I've become very accustomed to the ins and outs of dog behavior, of animal behavior, and I also, I have a family. I come from a family, so animal behavior, I know it well. Yeah, just a lot of dog themed items, trying to find them, trying to place them. It feels the same way as the cat cottage, where I'm like, wait, didn't we have more dog items? So yeah, some of them are a little quirky looking, but they have a dog on them, so I added it. But yeah, just creating this little shelf display area of dog paraphernalia because, well, not because it looks good. I don't know, it's just a very useless shelf of things, but I don't know, it just felt right. And over here in our little bookshelf corner, I do add a lamp, and I end up adding a little seat so you can read next to that window. I was trying to see if the hamster beanbag chair from my first pet stuff had some kind of canine swatch. It didn't, but that would have been really cute. So yeah, just trying to find the right seat. Definitely didn't spend forever on that. And yeah, I chose that one from Dream Home Decorator, thought it looked all right, put a little seat next to it to act as both a little end table and then also a little extra seat, because I do imagine that the person that lives here is incredibly social, because I really wanted to go with like a stereotypical dog owner. And to be fair, I don't think that there is a stereotypical dog owner, especially with the different breeds of dogs that there are out there. Like, you can have a very cat-like dog, a more active one. I don't know. I feel like there's I feel like the stereotypes apply more to like the owners of a specific breed of dog than like a general dog owner stereotype. But I was trying to be a little bit generic here. And since the cat cottage is like very much like more for an introvert, then this one had to be more for an extrovert. And that includes just a lot of social activities. So I added video games, I added those fake board games, all that fun stuff. How many more times am I going to say I mean, I know that that's like, I literally just said it again. I know that I say it a lot in most of my builds, but yes, I'm saying it quite a bit now. As you could probably tell, I just did it again. Okay. As you could probably tell, my voice is very hoarse right now. I just woke up and I am doing this voiceover. I have just been so swamped with things, and it seems like every time I try to do something just kind of goes a little bit wrong or makes it just a little bit harder to do, like the technical difficulties I was having with my laptop. So yeah, it's just been like one of those months, years. We're starting the year off well, and we're 2 weeks in. And yeah, you know what? We're doing it. So we are working on our dining room now, and I had a little bar in the back. It looks a lot of fun. I did it again. Okay, I'm going to try to be more conscious about it. So anyways, I added a bar in the back and a nice round table so you can hang out with your friends, chat, maybe play poker like that dog poker photo. And yeah, you know what? I wish that dog poker photo had more swatches, either of different animals or different colors. I know that the frames can change color, like there's a lot of different frames, but I wish that we had more of like the image color variety, because I don't know, the red feels very harsh, but I kept it because dogs. So yeah. And I also decided to add a lot of plants around. I don't know why. Actually, looking back on it, I know I just did it again. Looking back on it, I think it is because we have a lot of dog planters, so the best way to kind of incorporate it was to add a lot of plants, which actually works out because in the cat cottage, I didn't add a lot of indoor plants, but I did add a lot of gardening stuff outside, which is kind of funny because I feel like with cats, you probably can't have a lot of indoor plants because they'll bite the leaves or knock it over, or because it kind of looks like a litter box, they might, do their business in there. And then with dogs, it's kind of the opposite, where indoor plants are fine, but then if you have them outside, then like they'll trample them, and they'll probably do their business on the outside plants and all that stuff, whereas like cats don't bother the outside plants. So I don't know, I thought that was a fun little opposites attract situation again, where it's something super tiny and a tiny little detail, but it works out. And although I say that dogs don't bother indoor plants, but we do have a planter in my house, and it always bugs my mom because one of my dogs, I don't know why, I don't know whether it's that she sticks her nose in this plant, or it's that when she plays with her toy and she does that thing, where dogs kind of, they swing their toy around and then it goes flying across the room. We don't know if it's when she plays like that the toy lands in the planter, or if she just sticks her nose in it. But for some reason, there's always dirt just sprinkled around that plant, and it drives my mom crazy. But anyways, thank you for listening to my rant about plants and animals. We're working on the kitchen, and I love this room. I think it's probably my favorite room in the house. It's like probably the least dog-oriented room, but it's just really cute. I love the shape of it, the colors, and it just feels nice and cute, and I'd love a kitchen like this. But yeah, we're making it happen. Because of the window placements, I felt like there was no good space for a stove, so I used I'm talking so choppy and slow because I have no idea where my thought process is going. It's really early in the morning and I am a little lost in my brain, but I used the stove and separate oven from Dream Home Decorator. That way I could kind of place them wherever they fit best. And I also had that little coffee station over in the back, and it's really cute. I think it's great, adds a lot of storage. And yeah, this kitchen's definitely smaller than the kitchen in the cat cottage. Like the cat cottage kitchen is gigantic, but this one's still cute, gets the job done. And I think it's like very open for social activities still. And yeah, I don't know why I really love using the Parenthood cabinets even when I don't have like a Parenthood counter situation. I feel like they're actually pretty versatile. They fit in a lot of different spots, so that's kind of nice. And oh yeah, when I went to take the screenshots, because I did the build and the screenshot separately, it was actually really funny. For some reason, that whole area with the counter, like the whole coffee area and the shelf with the leashes and everything, had completely disappeared. I must have deleted it accidentally at some point when I was working on things in the bedroom here. But yeah, I had to redo that whole area, and that was a lot of fun to do. And we were working on our bedroom. I have no idea what I want in here. I love the colors for this bed, but there's just like no pretty place to put it. So the bedroom actually ends up looking super different from the rest of the house. I do this situation because since there's only really, I don't know, the tile situation, it just wasn't working for me. So I had to kind of work with it / around it. And I added those cabinets at the back there, and I just put the bed alongside it, and I think it looks really pretty. I think it looks very unique, and I do really love the color scheme that we've got going on here. But then when I was doing the curtains, I completely decided to change it for some reason, and I don't think it looks bad. I think it still looks really cute, although I did really like the color scheme we had before. I'd love to hear which one you guys prefer. And yeah, just adding a couple of clutter items on that back shelf thing that we've got going on now. And I think it looks still nice. It still looks nice. It's a very open room, so there's a lot of space for playing with the dogs and, I don't know, doing active things, because the person that lives here is probably a very active person. And yeah, adding all of our bedroom necessities, dresser and such. Yeah, I chose that one because it matches the cabinets behind the bed, so that kind of just made sense. And yeah, I wanted to add some bookshelves there. I had originally placed that doggy door in that corner, but it was definitely throwing the whole thing off because I had to make room for it. So I don't know, it was looking a little weird. So I do end up removing it and changing that whole area. I'm pretty sure I do it on camera. I actually don't know for sure. But yeah, trying to also fit in a dog bed, because obviously you can't have a dog cottage without fitting in more dog beds. And but yeah, just trying to figure out the spacing, because this is like a really weirdly shaped room. So I had to somehow work with it and make it look normal. And it was rough. But I think it came out looking okay, and I like that little seat. I imagine maybe a small dog can jump onto that and chill there, so that could be really cute. Okay, I do it on camera. Yeah, I am just fixing that whole area. Oh, that's probably where I accidentally deleted the coffee stuff. Is it? Because I feel like I can still see the cabinets. I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing it a little. But yeah, we are moving on to our yard. I actually also built this at a different point right before going to work, so I was super short on time and I was kind of rushing through this last bit, but I did have a really clear idea in my head of like what I wanted the yard to look like, so I just kind of powered through, just like shoved all of the bigger items into the yard that I knew I wanted so that I could do the editing later, like the editing of the build, and make it look nice later. So yeah, add a little backyard because obviously, like, you know, you're going to want to invite your friends over for a little barbecue. And since everything is just slightly off center back here and the stairs are not flexible in that sense, I was struggling to know where to center it. But it looks fine. I think it turned out looking pretty okay. And add some toys back here. I do end up cluttering that little hutch that I placed outside too. I even add a little bench out here. So it does end up looking really nice. Add some terrain paint, obviously my favorite. And we add some more landscaping up in this front yard, and it looks really nice. I really like the way it turns out, even if it's a little bit, I don't know, not crowded, but I don't know what the word is. It's definitely, it's not perfect. This build didn't come out perfect because I didn't have time to make it perfect, and I'm a bit of a freak about it. But no, I think it still looks nice. I maybe would have gotten a little bit more creative with the landscaping if I had more time, but c'est la vie. And yeah, adding some more obedience training items in the yard and more terrain paint, because why the heck not? But yeah, I do really vibe with this cottage, although I am a bit of a grandma, so I kind of vibe with every cottage. Anyways, we are at the screenshots now, and I think it's so cute. I did manage to add some more plants and little details on the outside. There you can see the bench that I added that I mentioned. But yeah, added a lot more details once I had a little bit more time, and I think it looks really cute. Even like the little windows that I placed on the roofs, yeah, adds that little extra oomph. And yeah, little extra clutter items as well. I even added yeah, those shoes, light switches. I don't usually add light switches, but I just felt like this house needed them. And then you can see I cluttered up the shelves more, added a little end table between the 3-seater couch and the armchairs. Here we have our dining area with all of the plants on the shelves, which I did add in post-production because it was a tedious thing. And here we have our kitchen. Again, more clutter items added. And I did also add a couple of those My First Pet little beds, like little pet beds. I just kind of scattered them around the house, and they look really cute. So if there's a puppy or a smaller dog, they can fit on there. And yeah, oh my god, the hallway. I did this off camera, the hallway in the bathroom I did off camera, and it turned out really cute. So you saw that there. Here we have our bedroom, and added a couple of posters on the wall, clutter on the desk, all of those little tedious things that might be a hard watch. But yeah, added just some more things to make it feel lived in. Here is our bathroom, which is actually going to be the last space we see today, which means that I really hope that you, well, first that you made it this far, and also that you enjoyed the video. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Bye Buzz, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Comment and share with your friends. Talk to y'all soon. Bye!